Hello and welcome to a very, very special edition. We always say special edition, but this one is truly special because on Youthquake, this time around, we are talking about perhaps one of the most controversial yet understated issues that India is facing. And it's all about organ donation. We're asking a particular question and we are coming to you from a very prominent private hospital in the National Capital Region. And imagine we're talking about this issue even in a place like Delhi. That's how big this problem is. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about the aspect that 400,000 or 4 lakh people die every single year in this beautiful country called India simply because they don't get organs in time. They don't get donors. And the people that you see with us are from all walks of life, doctors and many others. You can see the doctors with us. But particularly the question that we have asked them is a tricky one. Is it not so? Yeah? Okay. The question is, should the government put in place a rule that basically says the moment you're born, they will assume that you are an organ donor? Now, of course, later on in life, you can opt out, and of course, your family can say no in the nick of time, maybe. But when you're born, the government is ready to assume that, yes, you are an organ donor. That's the question we're asking. Can the government actually go ahead and do that? Is India ready for it? We're asking that question, and we have two sides. We have two sides to the fence. And would you believe it? Most people out here, even though they are very well, connected with this entire issue of organ donation, they are saying no. And only a few are saying yes. So let's start. Why is it? Why is it that you're saying no?
So according to me, as an idea, yes, it's visionary. Okay. But realistically, from the standpoint of being realistic, I feel that there are a lot more socio-cultural issues that are there, still yet to be busted in terms of myths, in terms of mobilizing the youth, maybe starting with, social media, which is the strength, and building awareness.
Why is it that you think, yes, it's time, India has a rule?
Well, in the past also, the things like demonetization and all these things, they were just done one day. You cannot wait for the people to just get ready, change their thinking, change their minds, and then we will do it. So there is never tomorrow in that. It has to be done today, right now. And secondly, I believe that this is one thing where we can have access to the whole population of India. By birth only if we do it. Otherwise, more than 50% of the population don't even know what is organ donation.
I just want to go across to this young lady. You can introduce yourself. But what she does is interesting. She is somebody who makes it happen. She is somebody who, when an organ is needed to be given to somebody, she's the one who actually makes it happen. She coordinates the entire procedure. Yet, she says this should not happen. Can you please explain that to me?
Yeah, hi, I'm Sudeshna. Yeah. So I really deal with the people who really needs the organ and the people who has just lost a life. But still I believe this shouldn't be a forceful. First of all, it's an organ donation we call. Donation can't be forced.
Okay, but it's not being forced. You can opt out.
No, that is okay, but still it has a sentimental value. I have seen many people who are 14 years of age, they have lost their son. And me going there and convincing them, yes, you can donate your son's organ or a daughter's organ.
You mean the son is 14?
Yeah, okay. Son is 14 and you want to donate their organs. It becomes very difficult for us.
I just want to bring in two very special guests that we have. They are children of a mother who wanted to donate all her organs except her eyes. And she made it very clear to the husband that I want to donate my organs when I go. And they are here with us. मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगी कि आपको लगता है कि ये रूल हो जाना चाहिए?
हाँ, बिल्कुल रूल हो जाना चाहिए कि कोई एक जा रहा है तो हम उसको जाने से तो रोक नहीं सकते, बट हम किसी और को तो बचा सकते हैं. तो हम वो किसी को ज़िंदगी देना, वो हमारे लिए कहते हैं कि वो चला गया. हमारी मालती देवी हमारी मम्मा थी. हमने अपने मम्मा का ऑर्गन डोनेट किया. मम्मा हमारी गई, लेकिन हमने 4 लोगों की ज़िंदगी बचाई. डॉक्टरों ने 4 लोगों की ज़िंदगी बचाई. लेकिन आज हम ये सोचते हैं कि हमारी मम्मा तो चली गई, बट वो 4 जगह हैं अभी, कहीं ना कहीं वो हैं. तो उनको ये नहीं, वो हमेशा के लिए नहीं जाएंगी. आगे वो 4 लोग चाहे बाद में, चाहे भगवान ने उनको कुछ होता है तो वो भी अपना ऑर्गन डोनेट कर सकते हैं.
मैं थोड़ा सा आपसे मुश्किल सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ कि अगर आपकी मम्मी ने नहीं कहा होता और कुछ नहीं कहा होता कि नहीं देना या देना है, और फिर गवर्नमेंट का रूल ऑलरेडी होता कि कहता है कि आपकी मम्मी की ऑर्गन्स डोनेट करनी पड़ेंगी, तो फिर आप क्या करते हैं?
हम कर देते हैं.
पर अब आप ये कह रहे हैं, तो उस
नहीं,
टाइम आपको
क्योंकि
पता होता?
क्योंकि हमें इतना उस टाइम नहीं पता था, हम उतने छोटे थे, उतना नहीं पता था, लेकिन अब पता चलता है कि किसी की ज़िंदगी बचना, हम चाहते हैं अगर हमारी मम्मी की ज़िंदगी बच जाती, हम भी बचाना चाहते, लेकिन जब वो नहीं बच सकती तो हम किसी और का तो बचा सकते हैं, तो वो क्यों ना बचाएं हम। अगर ये रूल बन जाता है तो वो अच्छी बात है कि कोई ना कोई तो ज़िंदा रह रहा है ना किसी वजह से।
आपको क्या कहती थी आपकी मम्मी?
हमारी मम्मी मजाक में कहती थी कि मैं जाऊंगी तो मेरी मम्मी हमेशा से ऐसी थी कि मतलब देना है लोगों को कुछ ना कुछ, तो वो इस चीज़ में बिलीव करती थी। वो बस ऐसे मजाक में कहती थी कि मेरी आंखें छोड़ के मेरा सब कुछ डोनेट कर देना, तो मैं हमेशा तुम्हारे साथ रहूंगी।
मतलब आपको देखते रहूंगी इसी से?
हाँ, हमेशा रहूंगी मैं तुम्हारे साथ।
Okay. So that's their beautiful story. I just want to give everyone I mean, we should all give her a round of applause. She's just so special, and the brother and the father who's here. Okay, I think the point I want to make is that when you say no, the government should not, have this rule. How can you say that when you know the stats are so shocking? Well, 4 lakh people die every year. They don't get organs, and there are different bisections of that. So, what is your reasoning?
So, I understand this is a great gesture. I am a medical head, so I've been part of a lot of cadaveric donations. Our number is abysmal. We've done only 6 or 7. My problem is when we do the interaction with individuals, they really are not aware. My problem is at the ground level. You need to first spread awareness. The youth today is extremely rebellious. I don't
What's
think
the better way? What's the better way than just making it a law suddenly? Suddenly they'll wake up one morning and it's a law, and oh my God, I have to be an organ donor.
I don't think the youth today is ready for an autocratic rule. It has to be something that comes from the heart.
But if it's good, then what's the problem with it?
You don't know whether it's good or bad.
Okay, tell me why.
I don't
Tell me
think-
why it's
I
bad.
don't know whether the government currently is ready. I don't think we have the infrastructure. I don't think we have the amount of counsellors needed.
When we talk about an opt-out system where you are registered as an organ donor from birth, you always have that liberty of opting out eventually if you don't feel willing as a donor.
Yeah.
Now
Let me
here,
ask you, is the opt-out policy not giving you any confidence that they can always opt out? Yes or no? Okay, it'll come to you guys. A lot of guys out there.
so when we talk about India, there was a WHO case report published in 2015 which said there are almost 137,572 road accidents in an year in India, and that accounts for 1.1% of the world mortality. So when we have so many deaths going on, and
Why do we?
and then why not make them potential donors? Now there is a dead body on the road, not claimed. You don't know who it belongs to. You just have a license.
And you just have a few hours.
You just have a few hours. You just have the driving license. If it said that yes, I am a donor, you could have saved 8 more lives.
Okay.
Now you did not have that.
Okay.
And you lost that organ.
Okay. I just want to bring in a special guest, another one. Here's somebody who has had an organ delivered to him, and he has been actually supporting the cause for 3 years now, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So just tell us your story first.
Actually, I was diagnosed with kidney failure in around 2013, and since then I was on my waiting list, and it was very hard journey for me since then. It was I had to lose my job, and it was also a financial burden also on my family because I was the only earning member of the family, and there was nobody else to support. So I was getting my dialysis done in Fortis, Noida, and I was registered there. And I was fortunate. I think I am fortunate enough that somebody donated the organ, and I got a new life because of that. And
Did you have time? Were you running out of time, etc.?
yes, it was my whole life was on waiting list. I was waiting for the donor, and my whole life I think was on waiting list. Because I was not able to do what a normal person does. So that was the main thing.
So when it comes to this kind of a issue,
Yes.
that this should be a law, a rule, what do you have to say?
I think it's a very good initiative, and if government could implement this, I think it would be a wonderful thing.
Okay, that's the key. Yeah.
As people say, Ang Dan is Jivan Dan. So I think if somebody can give life to somebody else in his last time of his life, so I think that would be a great thing done.
Okay. You guys all saying that India is not ready and all that. The politicians are not ready. We're generally not ready. But let me ask you: is the opt-out policy not giving you any solace?
See, the policy should have in the initial phase should be like an opt-in policy. When the people are more sensitized, when the infrastructure is more sensitized, when the medical facilities are much more developed, yes, we can go in.
There have been many films about organ donation. I don't want to get into that, but a lot of people actually refer to the idea of, when you think organ donation, I think mostly many people think of the heart also, kidney and heart. I think, am I right? Yeah, in your mind mostly. So if it's the heart, then 1 lakh people die waiting for a heart every year in India. 1 lakh people. So let me ask somebody who is perhaps best suited to answer this question. He is somebody who actually transports an organ in that limited time when it has to get from a dying body to a living body to make them live longer. आप बताइए कि आपके लिए ये कितने मायने रखता है कि लॉ हो या ना हो?
मेरे लिए तो बहुत मायने रखता है, क्योंकि मेरे को जब हार्ट के लिए पता चलता है कि हार्ट लेके आना है तो मेरे अंदर अलग से एक्साइटमेंट होती है कि 2 जिंदगियों का सवाल है और टाइम से उस पीस को दूसरे के तक पहुंचाना है। जितना भी जल्द से जल्द हो जाए सेफ्टी के साथ हम उसको पहुंचाने की कोशिश करते हैं।
नहीं, पर आपको लगता है कि लॉ हो जाना चाहिए? क्योंकि आप कभी ऐसा भी तो होगा कि आप गाड़ी में बैठे हैं, वेट कर रहे हैं, पर आ नहीं रहा, ऑर्गन आ नहीं रहा और वहाँ पे जान जा रही है।
जी बिल्कुल होना चाहिए, बट अभी इसमें थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा।
टाइम लगेगा आपको?
हाँ जी।
तो अभी टाइम, मतलब आप कह रहे हैं प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं है इंडिया, क्यों नहीं?
अभी सर थोड़ा जागरूक नहीं है इस चीज़ के लिए लोग।
कोई ऐसी कोई कहानी बताइए जिसमें आपको आप बता सकते हैं कि आपके लिए क्या दिक्कत आई थी, लोग तैयार नहीं थे, जान चली गई क्योंकि ऑर्गन टाइम पे नहीं पहुंची, कन्विंस नहीं हुए लोग, या इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के हिसाब से अगर किसी की डेथ हुई है तो आप ले जा रहे थे ऑर्गन को पर वो लास्ट मिनट तक लेट हो गई, ऐसा कोई कहानी थी? आप
लास्ट टाइम ही हुआ था, हम सारे लोग अपनी टीम के साथ एयरपोर्ट पहुंच चुके थे, चेन्नई हमारी टीम को जाना था, बट लास्ट मोमेंट में वहाँ की मतलब वहाँ पे किसी को उस चीज़ की हार्ट की ज़रूरत पड़ गई, तो इसलिए उसको वहीं पे स्टे कर दिया गया। हमारे 5 to 6 आवर वेस्ट हो गए, इसकी वजह से हमारे यहाँ वो डोनेट पहुँच नहीं पाया दोबारा।
The likes of demonetization happened. Do you think India is ready for a shock like this?
Not at all. Not at all. Hence the reason I'm here.
But even we weren't ready for demonetization. So what?
There's a difference. This is somebody's health. Like somebody mentioned, there are emotions involved. Right? This is somebody's loved one that you're talking about. It's not just the money. They love it too, but this is more than that. Yeah. What this needs really is beyond just a law, is a drive like polio.
Interesting point out there. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so when we are talking about this opt-out law, Spain has it. I recently was there and everyone had their donor card.
Yeah, by the way, she's making a good point out here. Spain is a prime example of how when you're born out there, you are automatically an organ donor. You can always opt out, but you're an organ donor.
So their figures are 36 donations per million population. The figures for India are 0.34 per million, which means out of every 30 lakh people, one gets an organ donation. For Spain, it is 34 for those 10 lakhs. For us, it is 30 lakhs, not 10 lakhs. Right? Now, this Spanish model became very famous. So a lot of other countries also wanted that.
She made a point. Let's put that aside. You know, there's a point that was made over there that the donation percentage in the country that was made. Do you know that recently there was an article published which said that 74% of our youth is wanting to donate their organs, right? In India, yes, okay. In India. 74% want to donate their organs. However, what does it translate to? It's just that 0.38 or 34%. So that, my dear friend, is the reason why he is saying that we need to have awareness, because the youth knows what it's about. We read articles, we know. But what about, it has not percolated down to where we are.
They say that India, instead of, we have the opt-in strategy. You have to opt in to become a donor. Whereas France, Spain is an opt-out, that you are already a donor. India is not quite ready to be an opt-out strategy that you make everyone an organ donor out of it. There are a lot of other challenges. We are not here. We are not a developed country. Yeah.
You're making a point where we enforce this law or this statute or whatever you may call it, that when a person is born, they are going to be registered as organ donors. The whole concept of donation, like Tanushree mentioned before, is voluntary. How are you going to convince the youth?
Okay, I'll tell you how you can convince the youth. And I will take a short break by telling them how you can convince the youth. You affect 8 lives. 8 lives by being an organ donor. I don't know how. I mean, this is a brainwave for me. We'll come back to that. We will come back. 8 lives are saved if you donate your organs when you die. Isn't that enough of a reason? We'll come to that. We'll come to her out there, and him, and many others who are wanting to counter what I said. This is Youthquake. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a break. Welcome back. This is Youthquake, and we're very proud to bring this special episode because it's coming from a private hospital. We're asking you a very particular question about organ donation. We're asking whether the country, India, is ready for a new law. One that basically says the moment you're born, you are going to be listed as an organ donor. You can always opt out later, but you will be listed. And that's what's important. Now, on my right, in the blue corner, are basically those who say, yes, we're ready for this law and it should come. On my left are those who say, no, they're in the red corner. They are basically saying, we're just not ready. India is not ready for that. A law will be a rule that's going to appear like something is being forced on somebody's throat. All right. We have a number of people who want to make a comment. I just want to start with you because before the break, there were some comments being made about Spain, how Spain is doing well and all, and perhaps not because you can't compare Spain and India. Yet Spain has managed to enforce this policy.
Yes. Basically, I feel I'm for this law. Why? Because I work in an emergency and I see patients, RTA patients coming in who are like brain dead and they're candidates for organ donation. But the families are suddenly put up with this idea and they are not able to adjust to the fact and it is refused. On the other side, I see people waiting for organ donation who are sick and who come to the emergency. Now, had this law been enforced, or if it is enforced, the people have time to adjust to the idea by the time they reach a stage where they are in a state where organ can be taken from them, right? So they do have it, and they have an opt-out policy also.
As Indians, it is like when the force is enforced, then more awareness is created. Rather than
you can nod your head, but what's your response to that?
You've been nodding your head as well.
I agree with that.
No, I can see that you agree with that.
What's your response?
So Amitoj, let me tell you one thing. I come from a family where my eldest sister received a heart at the age of 39. So she's been a recipient. So I am for this cause. I have been an registered organ donor since college. So it's not like I'm against this. I just don't think we are ready till we have the ground level ready.
I'm still not understanding why. What's the worst? What's the worst thing that'll happen? Anyway, one second. What's the worst thing?
So as we said, right now in India we have the opt-in policy. So opt-in means that the family of the patient has to say that the patient is ready for organ donation. Now with an opt-out policy, the patient himself, the person, me myself, I'm ready for the organ donation. So I give a consent. If I opt out, it's my consent to opt out. If I agree to it, till my death.
I'm going to come back to you with a question. I'm going to come back to all of you with a question about the malpractices that can be there if this law comes into play. I've not touched upon that, but you have to think about the question. I just wanted to get out the comments also, those who say, no, we're not ready for it. But I will ask you that question because I don't know if you have an answer to that. Yeah, go ahead.
So, what I believe is India is not ready for it.
Yeah, fine. But why?
The reason is, first is you have to make awareness at the ground level. How many people know what is organ donation? You make a law that it says opt-in, and you ask out of 10 people, 8 persons, what is organ donation?
No, but the moment it's made a law, that's the best kind of awareness campaign you can do.
Yes, but
you opt out.
Okay.
If people are not aware, but they won't make the effort to opt out till they actually reach that stage. That's another point.
Demonetization was forced.
That's a difficult prediction to make, I think.
Demonetization was forced upon us.
Yeah.
How many people have accepted it?
No. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying anything.
No. So it's the same thing. You have the option of opt-in. People don't know what's an organ donation is.
Laws on criminals. Okay, but are they being followed? You can answer best.
Helmet is mandatory. Having a helmet is mandatory. You don't use it. Helmet is mandatory. Why don't you use it? It's my right.
Sir, do you drive a car?
Yeah, I do.
Like if an ambulance is going, if an ambulance is going, just honking you, will you give her side?
Okay. Interesting. I will actually.
You will, not even that. If we talk about.
I get your point. I think I get your point. Yeah, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna who can answer that question about malpractices, illegal things happening the moment it is a law. Yeah. Okay. You or you go choose. Okay. No, you. Yeah.
Okay. The lesser the people who are there for organ donation, the more malpractices will be there. The more number of donors will be there, the lesser the malpractices.
There is a counter argument to that, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a counter argument to that. One sec, see, there you go.
Kidney racket.
Yeah.
It was a huge racket. This only happened because of the numbers. Yeah. So there's a lot of poverty in India.
Yeah.
And
they
that's
need the money
exactly
to
what's going to happen. You have that in blood drives, you will have the same thing here.
All right,
That's
okay. I just want to end this show with a thought from an athlete, from a man who is an athlete, okay? Tell us who you are. अपने बारे में बताइए, फिर आपसे प्रश्न पूछूंगा.
My name is Deepak Negi, and मैं एथलीट हैं, इंटरनेशनल काफ़ी बार खेल चुका हूँ.
लॉन्ग जंप और ट्रिपल
लॉन्ग
जंप.
जंप, ट्रिपल जंप.
तो आपको क्या लगता है इसके बारे में?
इसमें आई थिंक इट्स नॉट बी मैंडेटरी बिकॉज वी आर लिविंग इन अ ट्रेडिशनल कंट्री एंड कोई भी हम अगर रूल फॉलो करते हैं तो सडनली नहीं होता, उसमें टाइम लगता है. सपोज करो यू आर गोइंग इन रूरल एरिया एंड जस्ट आस्किंग फॉर एनी लेडीज कि आपका जो बेबी हो रहा है इसको हम ऑर्गन डोनेट के लिए हम इसको रजिस्टर्ड कर रहे हैं. कल के दिन सडनली इसको कुछ हो जाता है तो इसको हम अपने इसके ऑर्गन ले जाएंगे. तो हाउ दे सी इम्पैक्ट, वो कभी एग्री नहीं होंगे. They deny it.
Yeah, and they may not even inform about the death then.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So it is a complicated issue. This was Youthquake. This was a special episode from a private hospital. And we just want to leave you with one thought. You make your own decision because these people have. Okay, they all are in favor of the idea of donating the organs. They're all in favor of it. But the only thing they say is that can it be a rule or not? They're not sure. There are differences of opinions out there. But just think about this. Think about this. That 4 lakh people die every year in this country because they don't get organs. We leave you with that. Thanks for watching this special edition of Youthquake. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Please let us know the time.